I cannot believe there's much downward pressure left, although, alright, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. We're here to talk about all things investing, and today I want to talk to you guys about a company named CleanSpark, stock ticker CLSK. This is a Bitcoin mining company. We cover Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners quite a bit on this channel, so if that is content that you are interested in, please subscribe to the channel. You can hit the subscribe button below, and you can hit the notification button to get notified whenever we make a video. And if you enjoy this video, please do us a favor and smash the like button. Just a little bit about myself. I have a background in accounting. I was a CPA. I have about 30 years working with numbers, and I've been a retail stock trader for the last couple of decades. So my goal on this channel is to share some of my experiences with you, and maybe we can all make some money along the way. The channel's doing a 10K to 100K challenge. There's a link in the description to a video that describes what we're doing. And additionally, in the pinned comment, you'll see a link to our free Discord. I am on that a lot, and I really enjoy talking to subscribers. So we would love to have you guys join our conversation in the free Discord. And again, that is in the pinned comment below. Okay, with all that said, let's get to it. I want to talk about what I think is going on and talk about what I think is by far the most oversold stock in the Bitcoin mining sector and the most oversold stock, in my opinion, in the stock market. So let's just start by looking at their price right now. Today is January 6th. It's the middle of the trading day. They are currently trading for $8.54. I want to show you guys something. Just an hour ago, so here's today's trading range. $7.90 to $8.69. To put that into perspective, the 52-week range is $7.90 to $42.60. So this thing continues to plummet. And later when we look at the chart, the last 2 to 4 weeks, this stock has tanked, and I have looked everywhere, and I can't find a single reason for it. In fact, they've had nothing but good news. Actually, they just put out a press release that I think is the best news they've ever had. So ultimately, I believe that stocks will catch up with themselves. This is very, very oversold. It sits in its most oversold position in almost 2 years from a technical standpoint. However, the fundamentals typically catch up to stocks, and it's only a matter of time before this company's performance counteracts all of whatever this downward pressure is here in the short term. I know there's 2 or 3 things that some stockholders don't like about what they did, but those things, in my opinion, while they may be frustrating to individual stockholders, they do not affect the performance of this company. And this company, at this point, has now said they do have 2 sides to the business, but they are focusing heavily on Bitcoin because right now is when people are making money on Bitcoin. So their operations are extremely successful. CleanSpark announces December 2021 Bitcoin production. The company added 500 petahash or 0.5 exahash in December, a 38% increase in its hash rate. Most of that hash rate was added in the last few weeks, so their performance in December didn't reflect that. So let's look at the numbers. December monthly production, 226. So that is up over the last few months. It's about 8 or 10 more than they did last month. And with this massive increase in hash rate, I would expect January to be the best month they've ever had, probably by a lot. Okay, so for the calendar year, it looks like they mined 1,528 Bitcoin this year. For those of you who don't know, they are new to the Bitcoin mining space. They just joined it December of last year. So their December and January numbers were anemic. So really, in their very first year of full operations, they were able to mine 1,528 Bitcoin, which is impressive. Unlike a lot of the other companies, and some people don't like this, they have been using their Bitcoin to buy Bitcoin mining machines. So they say total Bitcoin converted for operations and growth in 2021, they used 909 of their Bitcoin. Now, having said that, these guys only have 40 million shares outstanding. So this is a company that could stand to potentially make $100 million next year. And that's profit. If they're able to do that at 40 million shares, that would be $2.50 profit a share, and they're trading in the $7 and $8 range right now. I mean, you're talking about a PE, a forward PE of maybe 3 or 5. So that is where the stock price stands right now. But I would submit to you, it is very difficult for me to believe that that is going to hold up, and I see massive, massive upside potential. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, so I can't tell you for a fact that that's what's going to happen. Sometimes stocks act irrationally, like this one is right now. However, in general, these things tend to catch up with themselves. So I believe this is a monumental investment opportunity right now. They currently deploy a fleet of over 18,800 latest generation Bitcoin miners with a total hash rate of 1.9 exahash per second. So 1 month ago, they deployed 12,900 latest and greatest Bitcoin machines with a total hash rate of 1.3 exahash per second. So they've gone from 1.3 at the beginning of December to 1.9 at the end of December. So they said a 38% increase. In reality, that is much closer to a 50% increase in their hash rate in the month of December. And some of that may have trickled into the first few days of January. Now, that's another thing. Everybody has put this company under a microscope. They were expected a few days ago to announce this, and they were expected to get to 2.0 hash rate, and now they're announcing 1.9, so I can just hear the people right now saying, oh, see, they fell short of their goal. They increased their hash rate by almost 50%. That is not a failure. That is a massive, massive success. This is their summary of analysts that cover this company. So it looks like 2 analysts are covering it for the year 2022, which is the current fiscal year they're in right now. And they have 1 analyst who has put out coverage for the year 2023. They're talking about making $1.14 per share this year and $2.69 per share next year. So there's that forward PE potentially of 3. So you will not find that in any other stock. And if they stay on plan and implement their strategy and hit anywhere near these numbers, from a cash flow standpoint, from a profitability standpoint, and from a PE ratio standpoint, there's just no way they can stay where they are. And again, this is not financial advice. I can't guarantee that. Strange things happen, but this would be one of the strangest I'd ever seen. So again, to go back to the market cap at $355 million, most of the big miners mined anywhere from 260 to 480. So they're creeping up. They're getting very close to the same levels of production of these larger companies. Yet, all of those other companies have a market cap of somewhere between 3 times and 10 times CleanSpark's current market cap. So that is disproportionate. And by the way, most of those companies are way oversold at those numbers. I'm going to go to chart zoomed out and take a look at what's happened over the last 90 or 100 days on this stock. And then after that, we'll zoom in and see what's going on right now and talk about some potential price targets. So as I've said in many of my videos, if you guys are subscribers, you know this, September 29th, and in this case, September 28th, was the bottom of the September Bitcoin bear market. Almost every single Bitcoin miner hit their recent low somewhere between September 28th and September 30th. So CleanSpark's no different. I've got this blue line here at $10.85. You'll see this was the second time they had bounced off of that line. And from there, October was an outstanding month, as well as the first week of November. So you can see massive increase of 115%, peaking on around November 4th, which was about a week before Bitcoin hit its all-time high on November 9th of $69,000. So then, as you know, late November and all of December was something of a train wreck for Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners. There was a flash crash on December 3rd. That is represented by this red candle right here. So you can see from December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, in those 3 days, this stock lost 25%. So that was all part of a larger downward trend from the peak. On December 20th, they retested this line of support and it held. And then, unfortunately, on December 28th, they retested this line of support, and it did not hold. When it broke, it was down 10% that day. So it not only broke through this, it went well below that. I will tell you guys that I have been using this as a buying opportunity. With each dip, I have been buying, but I have warned in all of my CleanSpark videos. From a technical analysis standpoint, this is almost the very definition of a falling knife. This thing broke through some fairly strong support and has been heading down ever since. So when you look at it from a technical standpoint, I just want to make everybody aware. And again, this is not financial advice. You guys have to decide whether you want to buy this or not. So please do your own due diligence. Having said that, I have let everybody know I am continuing to average in because for me, There is just no, based on everything that we just went through, the analysis that we just talked about, there's absolutely no rational valuation where I can come up with CleanSpark at $8. Okay, so this is basically December and the first week here of January 2022. Coming into December, on December 1st, which was just 1 month and 1 week ago, this stock was over $18. I have a purple line at $18.41. By the way, that was not its high. It did get up over $23 just a little while before that. But I'm not even going to go there. Right now, what I'm going to talk about is the last 5 weeks. What's happened to this stock in the last 5 weeks? Okay, from an operational standpoint, in the last 5 weeks, they've increased their ability to mine Bitcoin by 50%. So that would seem to be incredibly good news. October, November, and December were all successful mining months. The fourth quarter of the year, they set their record for Bitcoin mined in a quarter, and that makes sense. This is a new company. They should continue to beat that record pretty much every quarter for the foreseeable future. But again, remember, by the end of December or the beginning of January, they had a 50% increase in their exahash per second rate, which is going to drastically increase the amount of Bitcoin that they mine. This stock is down 54% this month. So I would submit to you that based on their valuation and their increase in hash rate, this stock should have gone up. Now, maybe that's counterbalanced by a lot of the downward pressure in Bitcoin, so call it even. But for this stock to be down 54% in the month of December 1st was by no means its recent high. It was significantly higher than that just 3 weeks earlier. So I just want to show this number because I really think this puts it into perspective. Now, this is not one of my price targets, although it should be. It's a fairly reasonable number. If I go back just to November 4th, so that is 2 months ago, this stock was 183% higher. And that was at $23.74. And by the way, this stock was over $40 in January of this year. So this stock has gone from 40-something dollars, and that was really when they were mining 20 or 30 Bitcoin a month, all the way down to $8 and earlier today, $7.90. So the fall in the stock price here is totally irrational in my opinion. And I'm going to go back just a little further because you can see this has been prone to wild swings. This stock just recently, right in the last quarter, did have a 1 month period where it was up over 100%. So to think that it could do that again is not unreasonable. That just happened. So if Bitcoin gets healthy and sometime in the first quarter or the middle of the second quarter, Bitcoin is testing its all-time highs again, really CleanSpark should actually take out this number and blow it away. Because by then they will probably have more than 2 times the exahash that they had the last time they were trading at this dollar amount. And again, they're not diluting themselves, so their number of shares are very, very low. So this is the last 2-week period. If I go from where we were trading today just to where these guys were trading 2 weeks ago, and again, the only change in their story is that it's gotten a lot better. They've had nearly a 50% increase in their exahash, so January should be their best month they've ever had by far. They did not dilute their stock at all in the month of December, and they probably won't in the month of January. So just to get back to where we were 2 weeks ago, CleanSpark has a 46% upside. That is my short-term price target. I do not believe it will take 6 weeks to get back to this number. So again, this is not financial advice. All I can do is look at these charts and try to make sense out of them. But for me, I imagine when this downward pressure is over and this drastically oversold position that the stock is in right now starts to correct itself, I think the first price target is just to get back to where we were 2 weeks ago, which would be a 46% increase in the stock. So now I'm going to go back 1 month. If we just get back to where we were on December 7th, which by the way was after the flash crash, so the price of this stock had already plummeted significantly by that point. So if Bitcoin could get healthy and we could just get back to where we were 1 month ago on CleanSpark, that would be almost an 88% increase in the sales price. So I believe this is an extremely realistic price target for somewhere late first quarter, early second quarter of 2022. So somewhere in the March, April, May range. So that's not quite a double, but, the potential to maybe double on this stock in a 3 to 6 month window of time. I cannot believe there's much downward pressure left, although when you see these falling knives, they can go to unreasonable prices before they turn around. For me, I will be buying at those prices. For you guys, I would say please be careful and do your own due diligence. So those are my thoughts on CleanSpark. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.